How do you solve a problem like Shiba Inu? Well, you burn tokens, but is this a realistic goal for Shiba Inu? Are we truly going to see the burns that everyone was expecting? Well, we're going to try and break it down for you in this video. We're trying to bring you up to speed with what's going on and some Satoshi sell-offs. What is this going to do for the Shiba Inu community? Make sure you watch this to the end. Subscribe if you're bullish on SHIB. And with that being said, let's take a look and see what's going on. So Shiba Inu burn rate jumps overnight. The tracker records over 286.9% in increased burns. Absolutely crazy. Albeit, what does that look like in terms of numbers? About 177 million SHIB were burned within that period, about the last 24 hours. Now, you might think to yourself, that's actually quite a substantial amount through 12 transactions. So not the most in the world, to be honest. However, Shiba Inu is still to really make a difference with these burns. It really is starting to look like it's not all it's cracked up to be. It does definitely look like this scalability, these projects being built on it just aren't quite coming to the forefront. Added to that, a real challenging market and equally a real challenging price just is really starting to hamper the potential of Shiba Inu and, more importantly, that native gas token bone. So what else do we have? Well, look, we know we're about 168,000 transactions, about 43.5% network utilization, which is pretty scary if you think about that. 2.5 million transaction was the ambition where we want to get to, but we're not seeing that. We're seeing about 168,000 sitting pretty at this kind of point. Average block time about 5 seconds. And when we look in terms of what's going on with projects, we see 64 more contracts deployed, but we are yet to see a real project build and launch on the Shiba Inu network and really utilize that layer 2 cheap fees, quick transactions to make a difference. Now, we know that Satoshi's kind of gone after the burn tokens. We know there was a whole roof-roll with loads of YouTubers and all sorts when it came to this, but ultimately it's a bit like Lunar Classic. We need to see projects on the platform burning, bringing transactional volume, bringing new holders to it. That's how we really ramp up and see whether Shiba Inu can make a difference to that Shiba Inu ecosystem. 13 of those contracts got verified today. And again, total verified contracts now sit at 363. So the projects are there. Remember, we initially talked about 100 projects on Shiba Inu. We are about 363. So we want to see this build out, but there is some things that we have to discuss. There is some things to be mindful of when we take a look at it, particularly when we look at the overall ecosystem for Shiba Inu. We still sit at only 12 validators. We still have just under 27 million bone stakes on the platform. When we want true scalability, we need more validators. This is the ultimate governance of decentralization, is more validators, more people to stake with. You bring holders in. It really is about scalability. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, and whenever we don't get it, it is incredibly challenging to make a difference. We'll always have the burns. They will always be driven through community burns. We know that, but we wanted Shiba Inu to be the mechanism that burns everything. The whole ecosystem moving over to Shiba Inu, we're just not quite getting that amount of volume. Now, interestingly as well, DZax is tweeting out here. This is Satoshi selling bone on the community. Now, again, this wallet apparently does check out. I haven't checked this, to be honest, but then we can see it coming out of the multi-sig. We also see what that looks like as we saw that run up on bone. Now, if you've been part of my channel, you've been in my live streams, you've watched my video, we were always talking about being mindful of bone. You are going to get another opportunity to pick some of this up, and it looks like Satoshi done the same. Now, there will always be things to fund. There will always be, blockchains don't come cheap. There will always be things to do. It's always difficult, though, when you see volume like that and you see sales like that to really get on board and really be in a world where you think it's the right thing. So when we take a look at some of the price action, SHIB there, 4.2, did descend his lower level around the 695, broke the 7s. Volume indicator giving us a view here at 705. Might see a slight rally relief on the market. We're seeing a little bit on Bitcoin, 25.2, Ethereum, 1548. So we could get a little bit more push up. There is some significant volume right now about this 705 range. We could even see the 730, 730, 735 as we see some of this volume indicator, this trend line heading down there. So we'll see how this plays out. When we look at bone, it is a slightly different story. Bounced off this lower level at the kind of 8004 range and bounced back up. Now, bone currently sitting there at 81 cents is a steal. And I've been talking about this being lower for a while. When people were buying this at $1.25, we were absolutely talking about it on the channel saying, wait, you are going to get your opportunity. Now, bone will become worthless, unfortunately, and I hate to say it, but it's true, if the Shiba Inu network doesn't take off. If we don't get positive movement movement, if we don't get adoption, we don't get some of these projects building out and making a difference, Bone really won't have much use. Yes, it will be a opportunity to have value in it, but it has to become that native token of Shiba Inu. That was what it was all built up for. That was going to be the main purpose of it, and ultimately become this hub of burning Shiba Inu. It doesn't quite feel like we've got there. It doesn't quite feel like we're there yet, but never say never. We know with the Shiba Inu community as well as the development team, they are robust. They want to build out, but when the going gets tough, what you need is to get going, and I'm not sure the Shiba Inu team and Shiba Inu team are quite there yet. We'll see what happens. As ever, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you think Shiba Inu is a success, or do you think it just hasn't quite delivered? I'm really interested to know. We're going to be deep diving into some of those projects as well, just to give you the best information right now on cryptocurrency. It's a rough market. There's some difficult holds, but we're going to get through this together. As ever, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.